Music is one of those incredible modalities that can be at the thresholds of birth and death. And what we're here today to talk about is all of that life in between the thresholds of birth and death. It's that space. And when I think about space as a musician, I was classically trained on the piano. So when you're classically trained on piano, it's all about the gobs and gobs of notes on the page and then transferring that into your fingertips. And it really wasn't until I started playing therapeutically that I realized it's all about the space in between the notes. It's not necessarily all about the notes, it's about the space. And it strikes me as a culture, we are so revved up and on 24/7 that how many of us feel like we have enough space these days? Not just physical space, but inner space, emotional space, and really that deep connection with ourself. When I lived in Japan, I would have to frequently go on the subways or the trains, and I would always be amazed at how literally I couldn't even feel my body because it would be surrounded by other bodies, and I would just sway with the motion of the train, and it was all completely in unison. But when you look around at the Japanese people, it's like they know how to go inside and create that space within themselves, find that space inner. So what I'd like to do is play for you something to help you reflect on your own space. And it's about moving into your core, really connecting with your core, and then moving into space if that feels appropriate, or if it feels good just to stay, very deeply connected with where you are. And I'm curious, do you feel more spacious now? It's interesting when we move into that reflective place with conscious intention about being spacious, how that can help. And one of the things I think about being healing women, and I believe that we are all healing women that are in this space, or you wouldn't have been drawn to this session. And one thing about being healing women is we need that inner space. We need that self-exploration then to be able to go offer our gifts.